EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. I'm your host, Jonathan Coachman, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the...
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now Mayfield, and an alley to run, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. wide. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And they've got it here with a first down. They come out here in the eye. Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are in for 6. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
And he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Ace! Left, ready! Green 90!
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelsey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps him, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moss. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
A very solid gain of 27. A first down throw for Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Oh, what a move. Gets through and now an opening. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Detroit! Now let's go! Green, 39!
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Mayfield. Ertz has it left side. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Gun! Now let's go! Gun!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Randy Moss in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Here we go! Blue 45! Blue 45!
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It's caught at the 10. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field. 12
more yards there and another first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, they can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Second down, Mayfield. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl without a doubt.
We're back now in KC. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the first. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
10th carry now for Elliott. Gets past one man. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases that they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Baker Mayfield with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Stepping up, he'll try and run. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that
Welcome in, everyone. I'm your host, Jonathan Coachman, and this is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 as the Buccaneer offense gets ready to go. A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this dig, has got to be priority 1.
To throw is Winston. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
First down, Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moss. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Again to Elliott. Stays on his feet. Oh, he bowls over him. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Mayfield now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moss. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Here we go now.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses. Those exact.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 7 yards away, and the Cowboys are in for 6. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Jameis now on 1st down. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. Winston now to throw on 1st down. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Ready. Blue way. Set. Boys, set up.
A give to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now Mayfield. They shakes it off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him for a loss of 5.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
We have hit halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be fielded at the 6. A little juke. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Mayfield looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First target, first catch, and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Mayfield now on 2nd down, able to power through. Now he steps away, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Broken tackle. Now he's flushed out right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now back now in Tampa. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And open, it's Moss, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The deep on the ground with Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Mayfield to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Zach Ertz from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Green, 39! Green!
Here's Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Zach Ertz, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
On the return, this is Jaquiz Rogers. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First down, Winston. And break, the tight end's got it. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain of 32 that time. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. Jameis again. And his throw here's incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target, and it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Here's Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Winston. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 3rd and goal, Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well at hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners
who
had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings.
Hey, welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the NFL.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. Short boot, take it at the 21. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys getting set to go on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. That burst good for 20 and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. But they face a second and long to start things out. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. They'll start the drive with Drake. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That good for 19 at a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He goes underneath the Drake. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And some room to roam now. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
30.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. This will be caught just inside the 10. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Tannehill. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
He'll get it up the middle. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best... And
that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. As the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of the 2nd quarter. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Mayfield on 1st down. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half. Mayfield looking for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Oh, look at the juke. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just 1 big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept their minute by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're 1 big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40.
All right, now look at 56. Look at
to throw, Mayfield throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The give is to Elliott. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Spins past it. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up.
Back now in Miami. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They get it to him running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Desperation time, Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And an alley to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker. Just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
Leopard!
Now Elliott. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Elliott, toss right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Detroit!
Here's Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moss. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Marty.
They'll run with Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Leopard! Detroit!
Elliott. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Toss left to Elliott. Avoids him at the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a...
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Stop the clock with 5 seconds to go there on the spike. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. One last throw here for Tannehill. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing.